Good morning all of you. Today we'll be starting with module number 3, transportation model. Transportation is an allocation technique in which the goods are to be transported from origins to destinations in such a manner that the total transportation cost is minimized. Origins means factories. So goods are produced at the factories and they are to be transported to various warehouses or destinations. So if you see the matrix shown here, 3 by 4 matrix is shown here, in which origins, 3 origins are there. 1, 2, 3 means factories F1, F2 and F3 are there. Destinations A, B, C, D means there are 4 destinations, warehouse A, B, C and D. So this is a 3 by 4 matrix. Now, before solving a transportation problem by any method, the first step is we have to check the capacities of the factories as well as the requirements of the warehouses. So here factory 1 has a capacity of 30 units. Capacity means supply. Factory 1 can supply 30 units of goods. Factory 2 can supply 40 units of goods. And factory 3 can supply 50 units of goods. Means these are the capacities of factories F1, F2, F3. Correct? On one side factories has the capacity, means that much they can supply. On the other sides, warehouses where the goods are to be transported from the factories. Warehouse A has a requirement of 30. Requirement means demand. Warehouse B has a requirement of 40 units. Warehouse C has a requirement of 20 units. Warehouse D has a requirement of 30 units. So factories has the capacities or supply. Warehouses has the requirements or the demands. The first step is we have to check the sum of capacities should always be equal to the sum of the demands. First step in transportation is we have to check the sum of capacities should always be equal to sum of the requirements. If this is not equal, then we have to add a dummy row or a dummy column with 0 transportation cost and then make this sum of the capacity and sum of requirements equal. Here the sum of capacities is 120, sum of requirements is also 120. This is a balanced transportation problem. What is given here in the cells 5, 4, 3, 6? 5 is the cost of transporting 1 unit from factory 1 to warehouse A. What is this 3? 3 is the cost of transporting 1 unit from factory 2 to warehouse C. Means each cell has unit transportation cost of transporting the goods from factories to destinations. Now, there are 3 methods of transportation. What are the 3 methods? Methods of transportation. Methods for initial basic feasible solution. So, the first step after checking whether the problem is balanced or not, we have to find out the initial basic feasible solution. The initial basic feasible solution can be found out by northwest corner method or least cost entry method or Vogel's approximation method. 3 methods are there for finding out the initial basic feasible solution. So once we find out the initial basic feasible solution, then we have to check whether that solution is optimum or not. So for the optimality test, we make use of the method called as MODI method or modified method, or it is also called as UV method. The above 3 methods are the methods of finding out the initial basic feasible solution. And to find out the optimal solution, we make use of MODI method or UV method. Now we will see the first method, how to find out the initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner rule. Northwest corner rule. So here I have given a problem consisting of factories F1, F2, F3, warehouses W1, W2, W3, W4. So here 19, 30, 50, 10, these are the unit transportation costs, correct? Factory 1, factory 2, factory 3 has a capacity of 7, 9, 18. Warehouse 1, 2, 3, 4, they have a requirement or a demand of 5, 8, 7, 14. Now I have checked that the sum of capacities is equal to sum of the requirements. This is 34. Correct. How to solve the problem? How to find out the initial basic feasible solution by northwest corner method? Now This is the north of the matrix, this is the west of the matrix, and this is the northwest corner of this matrix. So as per this method, always the warehouse has to purchase the material from northwest corner factory only. Factories are supplying the materials or they are transporting the materials to warehouses. So now this is the northwest corner, correct? Means this cell. In this matrix we have to focus on this cell where the cost is 19 rupees. Now factory 1, see here, first cell means factory 1 has a capacity of 7 units. In this cell W1 is there. W1 has a requirement of 5 units. W1 requires 5 units, whereas factory 1 can supply 7 units. So factory 1 can supply more. So therefore W1 will take all the units from factory 1 only. So I allocate here 5. I have allocated here 5 because its requirement was 5 and these 5 units were available in F1 factory. So I allocate here 5. Once one allocation is done, now check whether row is satisfied or column is satisfied. So W1 is satisfied, so leave this. After leaving W1, the remaining matrix is this much now. The remaining matrix is this much. For this matrix, see which is the northwest corner. The northwest corner is this cell now. For this matrix, this is the northwest corner. 30 is the unit transportation. Now here see, here it is factory 1, W2, F1, W2. W2 requires, its requirement is 8. But F1 has a capacity of, it was 7, 5 is given, means now F1 has a capacity of only 2. So F1 has only 2 parts, but W2 wants 8. So W2 will take the remaining 2 from F1, the remaining 2 from F1. So I allocate here 2. So W2 takes the remaining 2 from factory 1. It will go to factory 2. So this is factory 2 here. Don't leave this column. It will go to factory 2. Now W2 wants still how many parts? Out of 8 it has taken 2, so still 6 are there. So whether factory 2 can give 6 parts, factory 2's capacity is 9, so it can give. So therefore the remaining 6 parts are taken from factory 2. Now 6 plus 2 is 8, so W2 is also satisfied. W1 is satisfied, W2 is satisfied. Go to W3 now. Now this is the matrix. In this matrix, this is the northwest corner. Correct? Here F1, W3 is there. So W3's requirement is 7. Can F1 supply the 7 parts? No. F1 has given already its 7 parts to W1 and W2. So F1 has nothing now. So W3 will go to F2. W3 warehouse will go to F2. Can F2 supply the parts to W3? Yes. So its capacity was 9, but 6 has been given, only 3 are remaining. But W3 wants 7. It cannot, W3 wants 7, but only 3 are remaining. So it will take 3 from factory 2. It will take 3 from factory 2. It will take 3 from factory 2 and it will go to factory 3. Go to factory 3 here. So out of 7, 3 are taken from factory 2, remaining 4 are there. 4 it will take from factory 3. 4 it will take from factory 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. W3 is satisfied. Now only W4 column is remaining. So this much matrix is remaining. This is the northwest corner. W4's requirement is 14. Can it take from F1? No. F1's supply is over. 5 plus 2, 7. It will go to F2. Can it take from F2? F2's supply is over. 6 plus 3, 9. It will go to F3 directly. It wants 14 parts. Whether 14 are available with F3? Yes. Out of 18, 4 are given to W3. So 14 are remaining. So 14 it will take from F3. 14 it will take from F3. So these are the allocations. Correct? What is the meaning of this? F1 supply 5 parts to W1, 2 parts to W2. F2 supplies 6 parts to W2, 3 parts to W3, like this. Therefore, after finding out the allocations, these are called as allocations. There are 6 allocations are there. So after doing the allocations, the next step is Find out what is the initial basic feasible solution. The initial basic feasible solution is now equal to, see here I have done the allocations, means 19 into 5 plus 30 into 2 plus 30 into 6 plus 40 into 3 plus 70 into 4 plus 20 into 14. So initial basic feasible solution is equal to rupees 1015, rupees 1015. So this is the initial basic feasible solution. This is the initial basic transportation cost. But whether this is optimum or not, we will see later on. First we will see how to find out the initial basic feasible solutions. Whether they are optimum or not using the Modi method, we have to see later on. So this is the first step by northwest corner method. Let us see the second method. Least cost entry method. See here, this is called as LCE or least cost entry method. What is least cost entry? In the whole matrix. So same numerical I have solved by least cost entry method. F1, F2, F3 is there. So these are the capacities. These are the requirements of W1, W2, W3, W4. So same problem is there. Least cost entry means it will see the whole matrix. In the whole matrix, where is the least cost? The least cost is 8 rupees. So it will focus from this cell. So here this cell means F3, W2. So W2's requirement is 8. F3 can supply 18. So W2 will take all the 8. Correct? W2 is satisfied. Okay. What is after 8? What is the next least? 10. So 10 means F1, W4. F1 can supply 7. W4's requirement is 14. W4's requirement is 14. But it will take 7 from F1. It will take 7 from F1. Go to next list. Next list after 10 is, after 10 the next list is 20. Here F3, W4. F3 can supply 18 parts. 18 means 8 have gone. So 10 are remaining here. F3 has 10. W4's requirement is 14. Out of 14, 7 it has taken. So 7 are remaining. Can it take the 7 from F3? Yes, because it has 7 plus 8, 15 are taken. So 7 can be done here. Correct? Go to next minimum. After 20, which is the next minimum? 30. You can take any one 30. This is the 30. F1, W2. W2's requirement is 8. It is over. No requirements are there. So this 30 is over. Go to next 30. This is F2, W2. W2. So W2 has requirement is 8. All 8 are taken from factory 3. So this 30 also I cannot do. Go to next 30. Sorry, after 20, one more was there. 19. We have done it mistake here. 19 is there. So 19, the least cost here, the F1, W1. So it is 5 is the requirement. Sorry, 5 is the requirement. F1 has 7. All 7 are given. So this 19 cannot be done. So we started with 20. After 20, 30 is there. After 30, the next list is 40. This 40, this 40. We take this 40 here. F3, W1. W1's requirement is 5. F3 has 5 or no? F3 has how much remaining? 3. So W1 takes only 3. W1 takes only 3 from F3. Go to next minimum. Next minimum is 40. This 40. F2, W3. W3's requirement is 7. Whether 7 are available with F2? Yes, they are available. So it will, all 7 are allocated here. All 7 are allocated here. After 40, what is the next minimum? The next minimum is 50. F1, W3. What is the requirement W3? 7. It is over. It is taken from F2. So this 50 I cannot take. After 50, what is the next one? 70. This one and this one. You can take any one. If I take this 70, F2, W1. So W1's requirement is still remaining is 2. But whether 2 are available here? Yes. 2 are available here. I take here 2. So you are balancing the rows and columns. 2. What is next 70? It is here. F3, W3. What is the requirement of W3 here? 7. It is already over. This 70 I cannot do. Okay. So after that 70, all are over. At the end, what you have to do is you have to check F1. This 7 should be matching here. 7, 7. 2 plus 7, this is 9. 3 plus 8, 11 plus 7, 18. This should match here. And vertical also should match. 7 plus 7, 14. This is 7, this is 8. 3 plus 2, it is 5. So rows and columns, here they should match correctly. Correct? So this is the least cost entry method. So once you do the allocations, these are called as allocations. Once you do the allocations, the initial basic feasible solution is equal to what? 10 into 7 plus 70 into 2 plus 40 into 7, 70 into 2 plus 40 into 7, then 40 into 3 plus 8 into 8 plus 20 into 7. All these things we have to write. 40 into 3 plus 8 into 8 plus 20 into 7. So all these allocations we have to done, and then at the end we have to find out what is the transportation cost. So total transportation cost is equal to this. We have to write 70 plus 140 plus 728. So all this you have to find out, and we have to write the answer. So what is the answer? I will tell you here. Wait a second. Therefore, the total transportation cost is rupees. Total transportation cost is rupees. How much it is? What is the total transportation cost? Total transportation cost, I will just check the answer and write here. The total transportation cost by least cost entry method is rupees 814. The first method, northwest corner method, we have got the answer 1015. Same numerical, I have got the answer rupees 814. See here, different methods we get different answers. Which answer is optimum? That we have to check by the optimal method. We will see later on. So therefore, today we have seen northwest corner method and least cost entry method, how to find out the initial basic feasible solutions. With this, we conclude today's class. Thank you all.